through the seasons, I still don't see why OG is any different or any worse than any out of all the seasons, out of all the different cast members, all the different ladies. OG is not the worst that we've seen as far as being aggressive, not by far. So I don't know if I'm compelled to believe that she or that they are practicing colorism, but they do show a lot of more favoritism towards a lot of the other women. I mean, OG is kind of like, okay, I think in the very beginning, you know, when she first started in season 7, when she first started last year or last season, you know, she wasn't received too well, because she played football in lingerie, and you know they already got some kind of, you know, stereotype for that type. Um, some people don't think women should play football, and some people think it's always a joke. They out there in lingerie, you know what I'm saying? We can't take this seriously, you know. But then after, you know, during her relationship with Kwame, and it seeming like she was all for this relationship, he wasn't all for this relationship, and just other things that happened in season 1. I mean in season 7, I think that's why this season OG was like, not this season. Not this season. This season, she was like, I'm going to clap back. I'm going to say what I'm going to need to say. I'm not holding nothing in. And that's exactly what she did all season. And I kind of, you know, have to say, after watching the entire season and the reunion, that I am proud of the way that OG, you know, responded to what she believes is colorism, regardless of what we believe or not. We're not there all the time. We only see bits and pieces of clips. And it's like in the past when I watched Basketball Wives every week, I mean, I'll be racing home, chewing out the kids if they recorded over my DVR recording. I mean, just I gotta watch the Basketball Wives. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all want to go out? Well, hold on. Let me make sure I got it on record. But this season, I just wasn't like too thrilled about the episodes. You know, Kristen, I don't know. This okay. These ladies, I'm okay. Kristen and Cece, I'm telling you, if they come back next season and they still talking about if Byron is a good grandpa or not, I'm done. I'm done. I'm like, they need to come up with a whole nother storyline. I'm sorry. These ladies this season, it was so not as entertaining as some of the past seasons that I have witnessed. So not that entertaining, but you know how we do. We try to get through the seasons, and you know, hopefully the next seasons will be a little better. But yeah, you said Jackie tried to put it on Kristen. Jackie is always, oh, and then she want to play as innocent. Like when she was talking to Phoebe. Okay, she talking to Phoebe, spread rumors that she's a crackhead and all this kind of stuff. Phoebe's like, I don't want to hug her. She apologized, yeah, so what? But I and Jackie's up there, but I don't even understand. I don't understand. I have nothing against you. You're not my enemy. I don't even want to be mad at you. It's like she does stuff and then she doesn't want to have anybody upset with her after she does stuff to people and after she starts rumors. And like you said, Malaysia's a bad parent. Then you turn around and say Phoebe's a crackhead. Is that kind of person where she will start some stuff and then she will backpedal on out of it and be like, I don't even understand why you guys are coming at me like this. Like, what I did was really not that bad. But yeah, so it looks like most of the ladies, well, at least as far as we know, will be on the show again next year. Phoebe, though, I'm not with her. I don't see it for Phoebe. I don't see it for Phoebe. I think she's doing way too much, way too soon. Way too much, way too soon. Like, you are still like a rookie on this show, a fresh meat on this show, whatever you want to call it. And the way she be talking to the ones that's been on the show for a very long time, I don't want to say seniors, making them seem like they she can go, she can go. I don't see it for her. I don't see it for her. She cute and everything, but what does she bring to the show? I mean, what does she bring to the? We saw her in the studio like one time. I mean, being that she's trying to get into the music industry, put her butt on Love and Hip. She lives in New York. She's from New York. Put her on Love and Hip Hop New York. I don't see it for her. I really don't. I really don't. But you know what was so funny to me? When they were discussing when Kwame and OG was discussing Chad. Remember when OG had that little, I don't know what you call that thing that was spitting out the cards, and she was like, here's all the receipts, here's all the text messages, here's all the DMs, here's all the, she's spitting them out and all that kind of stuff. They flying all over the floor. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then when she was like, they asked Kwame, they said, Kwame, do you know that she still be in contact with him and she be calling him Sugar Bear and Chatty and something? And he was like, yeah. He said, I know. She said, yep, I'll be up there DMing him and texting him while we laying in the bed together. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. And Kwame didn't flinch. He didn't blink. He didn't do nothing. He was just sitting there with his arms wrapped around her like, dude. And now at first he was like, all this happened before me. All this happened before me. And then Evelyn was like, but she's still in contact with him. So how do you feel about that? He was like, I know all about it. I'm like, come on now. I cannot imagine being laid up with my booski, my boo, my hun, my whatever you want to call it. And I'm up there texting and DM some other guy called, hey, Sugar Bear. And but I guess to each his own. To each his own. But Shani did say, that with all the conflicts in the group, it's going to require some changes in the cast. Some of us had assumed when she said changes in the cast that she meant like different cast members. So what changes are you referring to? I mean, I would like to know, Shani, like, excuse me, like what changes do y'all think she's referring to, when it comes to the cast members? Because this is going to be season 9. Will one of the changes be like the violence? Like, if OG wasn't on this show, I still believe that Evelyn would be the big bully on the show. I do believe that. If OG was to not come back after this last reunion, I believe Evelyn would be the big bully on the show. And whoever they invite to come to the next episode to replace OG, let's say if they did, I think Evelyn would go back to her bullying ways, because the only reason why she really hasn't been a bully this season was because she really didn't have anybody to bully. It was like, I mean, the people in the past, some of the people that she has bullied, like, let's say, for example, Phoebe. If Evelyn didn't bring Phoebe to the show, from New York, her New York sister or whatnot, I can guarantee you that Evelyn would have been bullying Phoebe. I guarantee you. If OG wasn't there this season, Evelyn would still be bullying Cece. I guarantee you. But because of OG being there and Evelyn not, having her bully powers or whatever it is, now it's a big issue. Shani, what changes made? All because Evelyn got pushed down in the dirt head first. And that still cracks me up. It still cracks me up that she got pushed down in the dirt the way she did. Because, hey, she had it coming. Evelyn had it coming. Nobody really ever besides maybe Tammy recently has tried to, push up against Evelyn when she came at them. So I still believe she deserved it. She deserved it. But anywho, was that basically where I say it was more favoritism to me. I can't say it was just colorism, but it was definitely favoritism. A lot of the times when Evelyn used to do certain things to certain people, whether it was running 100 miles an hour and jumping over tables like a kangaroo, acting crazy, throwing stuff at people, drinks in people's face, stuff like that. It was allowed. It was allowed. I can't ever remember a time when it was just a discussion to kick Evelyn off the show. But now that somebody else on the show, who is standing up in their ish, and they coming at Evelyn like, hold up, you're not gonna treat me like this. Now it's changes that need to be made. Now Shawnee's talking about all these changes that need to be made to the cast, and it's like, okay, if you're gonna do something like that, it really needs be across the board. You can't allow your bestie, your ace, your buku, your ride or die to be behaving like that, and then you tell other people that they cannot behave like that because it's not fair. And that's why a lot of people are saying, is it colorism? Is it colorism? Is it? And I think the reason why they were saying is it colorism was because of Evelyn, her complexion, Shawnee complexion, different than OG, because the two aggressive people that really is mostly aggressive on the show now is still Evelyn and OG, who are 100 shades apart. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that there will be some changes made, but it would be consistent and across the board, because you can't let somebody else throw some drinks in somebody else's face and then somebody else, push them into a bush. And it's like either you guys are going to be aggressive and put hands on each other, or you not. So that's all I'm saying, Shawnee. Be fair. Keep it fair.